Hi, I'm Bea Vieira, and today I'm going to make a one pie crust. It's the half of a pie to be filled later on. So I have 3 tablespoons of vegetable shortening and 2 tablespoons of butter. And to that I add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then I just kind of mush those together. There. And to that I add a cup of flour. This is all-purpose flour. Stir that around a little bit. And to this, I will add 4 tablespoons of cold water, a little at a time. Stir that around so that the shortening becomes part of the flour mixture. Add a little bit more. You do this until it seems to come together so that it'll form a ball. And now I'll put this in the fridge. All right, now that the dough has been in the fridge for 5 minutes, it's ready to be rolled out. I have some plastic wrap here on the counter so that it won't be so messy and easy to clean up. And you can see that it's all in a little ball here. So you just kind of roll it around a little. Put some more flour here. Knead it just a little bit. Okay. And then you roll from the center out, like that. Then you pick it up, and you put some more flour down here. Flip it. And now you roll it this way, center out. There, we have that. So now you gather it up again, fold it over, get your pie plate, and you center it like that. Flip it over, press it down into the pie pan. Gently, so that it hugs the side of the pan. Then you take your knife and trim the excess dough to, just about an inch away from the edge of the pie plate. Okay. Then you take the dough and you fold it over underneath like that. Take it and fold it under all the way around. you have. You're ready for a filling. You have to bake this first. And you make little inserts with a fork all the way around it and in the bottom. But when you're going to bake the filling, you don't do that. You just put the filling in and bake everything together. And now I'm going to make the butternut squash filling. For years there, I used the butternut squash, which involved cutting it up and boiling it or baking it until it was soft, and then you remove it from the rind, and sometimes you have to strain it. Then I found that they have the squash in cans, and the end result is just about the same. It's very tasty, so that's what I use now. So this is a 15-ounce can of squash. And then I add the spices. So it has a teaspoon of ginger, and a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. And so you spread that all over. Mix that well. All right, and then I will take the eggs. There's 2 eggs, and these eggs came from my friend Donna's farm. She brought them to me this morning, as a matter of fact. She has the best eggs. And what a good friend, huh, to bring me these? Okay. So I'll beat the eggs slightly. And to that, I add the milk, a cup and a half of milk. Slowly stirring it. And then I add it to the squash. Just stir it until it's all blended. Okay, it's all blended. And now I'm going to fill the pie shell. And now we will bake this in a 425 oven for 20 minutes. Then you turn the oven down to 375 and you cook it another 50 minutes. So now I'll put this in the oven. And here is the butternut squash pie, all cooked, ready to eat. I hope you try it. I think you'll find it delicious.